This is the electric handheld capper. What you see here is what you get inside of each one of these. These are your chucks. Inside of each one of these, I had it tightened on there pretty good, but they come apart just like that. See? Okay. And they have inserts that go inside of them. This one is your 30 by 40. So it's got a little bit of a cone there, but not as wide as the other one. And it literally just slips down inside of there. You push it down until it seats completely. It's pretty good and seated. And I'm going to screw the top on. See? And that's going to go on the top of a cap to tighten it down. And so this one is your 40 by 50. So there, it's a little bit, you see it has a little bit more opening here. It's for a little bit wider cap. Now these are your wear component, so that's why they're replaceable. And this one, see, obviously you have a much smaller one there. And it unscrews just the same as the other one. And if you notice, each one of them has a screw here. It's because that little shaft there goes inside of there. And it actually has a Phillips head end on it as well, so that you can use this like a Phillips head screwdriver, an impact driver, if you need it to do so for that. So you get the wrench with it as well. And there will be one of these screws and this wrench in a packet. Let's see, that slips out. What we're going to do is we're going to change it over because we're going to try to use the small one. See, it has the Phillips head. It has little tabs here. This has to be all the way inside of that machine, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so you got it seated down in there pretty good. Use the wrench to tighten it down. And this screw, what it does is it goes all the way through here and tightens against this shaft. So what I generally try to do is I'll put that like that and hold my finger with a little bit of tension on both of them, and see, I got a little bit of a turn out of it and tighten it down real good. And what I've gotten now is a good solid tight bond. And okay, so you get two of those. You get this spring balancer. What this is a holder. It's a spring-loaded holder for your machine, for your capper. On the back side, see how you have that little piece here, that little lever. You can turn that and watch, it'll turn. It'll slide. See how it turned? That moved almost all of the tension, the spring tension in there. See this? So it should just kind of hang. Right? Now watch. The more tension, now I'm pushing this, there's a little arrow. See there, see the arrow? The plus on it? And it's telling you if you push it this direction, you're gonna add tension. You see how that already started pulling up? Okay. So what we'll do a little bit. Now it has a little bit of tension. So what you do is you adjust it for the weight of that. You hang this with this little hole here, and this hook here just hooks onto the end of your capper right there. And you get this little ball. Comes in two pieces. See, it's got a hole for. One of them has a little bit of a notch in it. Almost, it's basically set up for this nut to fit inside of there like that. Okay. And so you're going to put that lead through here so that you can add a little bit more length to it. What I mean by that, let's see, I'm going to relieve all the tension. Okay, I'll even give it a little extra. So when I pull it out, it's just going to hang there, right? But maybe I've got it set up that high off of my bench, and I need that capper just to sit right where it is. And so what that will do for you, or if you've got it on somebody's hip, they can put it there, and that it'll keep it from falling if they ever drop it. But what you can do is goes down into there. Sometimes they don't want to fit perfect, so you kind of have to work with it a little bit. But get your pieces, put that wire right in the center. This one has a groove also, so you get the groove lined up. Put the screws through there. Okay. Alright, tighten it into that. Line them up real good. As you can see, sometimes they line up perfect and sometimes you got to fight them a little bit. But once you get it set up exactly right, that'll hold and it'll stop. It'll give you your length where it'll just hang like that. So you would just add a little bit more tension to it and it would stop it right where it is. And that's your stopper. See? Now that we have that information through, I'll show you this piece. Currently I have power. It's lit up a little bit green there. Middle point, it still has power, but in the middle, nothing happens. It has a little arrow here. This one's going to the left, that one's going to the right. One takes off, one puts on. And so the bottom one is turning that direction. The right one, the upper one is turning that direction. Okay. In a separate video, I'll actually show you how to break this down. But for every notch that you turn this here, clicking, that's this turning. I'll show you a little bit better here. That comes off. Okay. For every time you turn this to the left, gives you a little bit less torque. You can see those numbers or not, but there's a little notch, little slots there in the numbers. And so for every time you turn it this to the left, it gives you less torque. To the right, it's more torque. Okay. There's your loop for attaching to your holder. And you see there's a little bit of a notch in there. That's just to accept this chuck. It goes into there. See it? So this turns, by the way. This is just a free-floating piece. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way it's made. When you push back, though, you release the little teeth in there so that it can accept this. See, it's not doing anything right now. If I push it up, it allows it in there. Now you do have to turn it a little bit to get it in that. See how it's that tooth is in that slot? Now it's attached. Now you can really see the time. Okay. Now it takes 110 power, plugs into a regular socket. Like I said, there's nothing like running right now if you turn that off. Now it still has a little bit of power coming to it, but it won't run. So let's put a cap. Okay, see it there? See if I can unscrew it there a little bit. Nothing's happening, right? That's because I didn't turn that on. So you put it on twist. That's it. That's all there is to it. I have it on pretty low torque, and it's pretty good and tight on there. Now you can turn it the other direction, and it'll take them off. And that's it.